Made in Hollywood.
Based on the true story of survival, the 33 captures the never-before-seen actual events that unfolded above and below ground, which became nothing less than a worldwide phenomenon.
Hello, I am Antonio Banderas. Welcome to Made in Hollywood. This is a scene from the 33.
Is that the only way in?
The only way in, the only way out.
How much longer?
About an hour.
We may be looking at a weakness in the mountain's internal structure.
She's an old mine.
It's my job to keep this man safe.
69 days is a very long time. So since you actually got to meet and speak to the real miners, did you ask them what they actually did for 2 months?
You know, it's interesting. You can't make a movie about boredom. I mean,
Exactly.
because then it becomes a boring movie. So you kind of hit the high points, and that's one of the things that I think is difficult to convey. Just that feeling of timelessness, that you know, time is either standing still or it's going by so quickly that you don't know what to do with yourself.
The script was written around a real event. Of course, you have to synthesize everything in an hour and a half, 70 days, and 33 stories. Probably there are 33 movies. It depends who is going to tell you the story.
We all know the event. We all know what happened, how it ends, but we don't know what happened down there, what happened between them, how were those relationships. We don't know the personal things.
Get a lot of it from actually the character that I play, Mario Sepulveda.
Because you recreated the whole event. So did he seem emotional when he actually stepped onto that set?
Oh yeah, sometimes he got very emotional. Not only him, but the rest of them. Yeah, especially in the rescue scenes. Those scenes when they saw it from the other side, it was very strong for them.
A serious accident just occurred at the San Jose mine.
She had no fear at all, because for her what counted is those guys to survive, and she wanted to have the resolution of it. She wanted to have a resurrection.
I'm here to help, and I can promise you we're going to do everything we can to solve this problem.
We all know how this goes. The government tells us how much they care, and they do nothing.
Do you remember watching the actual events unfold 5 years ago?
I did. I watched those events unfold, and I did it as 1.2 billion other people did, watching it on television. I never had any idea that I would be the writer chosen to write the book.
Saddle up, boys. We are back in business.
My agent called me 5 months later and said, "Hector, did you hear about these 33 guys trapped in mine?" I said, "Of course." And he said, "Well, would you be interested in writing their story?" And I said, "Yes. Do you have their rights?" And he said, "Yes, we do." And I said, "How many?" And he said, "All 33. And I said, "All 33. And that's how I came to write the book.
The writers, they interviewed the miners, their families, the rescuers, so the script and all the characters are pretty much based on their point of view.
That's a big rock. That's not a rock. That's the heart of the mountain. She finally broke.
Were you ever worried that you would have a situation like the 33 while you were filming the movie?
Mm-hmm. Yes. The danger of working in a mine is ever present. That's why you have a hard hat.
If that is our last supper,
I quit!
the last thing we need is these men dying with the whole world watching.
I think some people just think you're an actor, you have like an easy, good life, but they don't realize the actual commitment that goes into this.
I think anybody who ever comes to a film set is amazed because not only is it long hours and great lengths of boredom, but if it's raining, if it's cold, if it's in the middle of the night, you're really out there doing it. It's not all glamour.
Very dirty. We were real dirt besides the makeup, so we were double dirt.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cold. We were half naked because, in the mines, the real mine where the events happened, they were very hot. So we tried to reproduce that, so it was not easy.
The whole thing, we shot 35 days inside a mine for 14 hours every day, 6-day weeks. So it was, all real.
33 men on the ground, 300 mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, and we are their only hope.
They had hope, they had faith, and they proved the world that with faith, something can happen.
Let's get ourselves some miners.
I
I believe we'll make it out of here because I choose to believe it. All 33 of us.
Made in